It was April 25th, 2021, when Delmar Police Corporal Keith Heuk responded to a fight in progress call. It was his last call. Corporal Heuk was beaten to death. His killer is serving 2 consecutive life sentences for the murder.
The following year, on June 12th, Corporal Glenn Hillyard of the Wicomico County Sheriff's Office was gunned down in Pittsville. His killer, Austin Davidson, was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole with 66 additional years. Now, these are just 2 recent examples of local law enforcement showing up for work and never returning home, leaving behind loved ones whose only wish is to see them just one more time.
But those loved ones are not left alone, thanks to organizations like the Hogs and Heroes Foundation. And soon they start their engines for an exciting fundraiser event for another organization, COPS, or Concerns of Police Survivors. Here to tell us more about it, this is John Green. He is the COPS Committee Chairman. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Good to see you. So let me kind of take a slight deviation here. What can you tell me about the Hogs for Heroes Foundation?
Hogs and Heroes Foundation is a group of motorcycle riders who support the police, all the 911 responders, along with the military. So that our whole organization, that's what we're about.
Yeah.
And that kind of dovetails well into COPS.
It does.
Yeah, so tell us about COPS.
I work with Eleanor, who's the president for Concerns of Police Survivors for Delaware. A few years ago, we started a ride for COPS.
Yeah.
So we start up north, we start down south, and we end up together at the FOP Lodge in Kent County.
So what sparked the idea for an event like this?
I did the COPS ride for Maryland, which they've been doing it for like 25 years, and it's huge, right? Thousands of bikes, a lot going on. And I was like, we could do that in Delaware.
Right.
And so we kind of planned it, organized it. We're trying to get it to grow. So this year we're setting up for more family. We are a family organization anyway.
Yeah.
So this year we're trying to get, we need to get community to come in. And that's the plan, you know, to let the police officers know, even though there's talk out there, the majority of the community backs them and believes in them, and we have their backs.
Yes.
And it's a fundraiser, correct?
It is.
Okay,
Yep.
so where do the proceeds go?
To COPS, Concerned of Police Survivors, 100% of what we raise goes to them.
And what do they do with that money?
For the survivors and the families, we went to, they have a Christmas breakfast, and then they have some dinners and lunches, and we've been to them.
Yeah.
And they bring all the families in with the kids and all that.
Wow.
And so they help out the families.
Sure.
Yeah. So let me ask you a personal question. Why is this so important to you?
I just backed the police and the military. I'm retired Senior Master Sergeant.
Thank you for your service.
And so I just been military my whole life. So even when I wasn't in, I worked for military, naval research, laboratory type stuff. So I just think the police officers need support.
Yeah.
You know, they're kind of out there keeping us safe.
Right.
And they can't do their job if they don't think they got backup.
Excellent.
You've done these rides before. Can you give us a little insight on what it's like, what people can expect to see?
The northern location is at Newark, VFW, right behind the New York Police. And from there is a short jaunt to Route 9, and we take Route 9 all the way down. So it's a nice scenic ride. The southern group will leave Seaford Legion, and they'll come up, end up on 13,
Right.
and it'll run right to Potomac Road,
Yeah.
where the FOP Lodge is. Sometimes when you have 1,000 bikes or 500 bikes in different events, it gets crazy. But this is a nice, slow, no rate, you know, taking your time, being safe.
So just show up on your bike and you can be part of it?
That's it. Yep.
Wow.
Now the other thing we have, we're trying to, like I said, have family oriented.
Right.
So we have a bounce house for kids, Duncan booth. We'll have Milford Police dog.
Okay.
We have DJ. We have food, and 50-50s.
And it's all about family. You said it's
It
all
is.
about
So
family.
if you're not a rider, you just want to show up in your car, bring the kids.
Yeah.
Bounce house, we'll have a Dunkin' booth.
Are you going to
Good
be
time. Yeah, I think they're going to have me in it. I got a couple of police buddies, and yeah, I'm gonna try to get them.
And they're
in
waiting
there.
on you, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
All right, real quick, the wheres and the whens.
When is August 24th. Mm-hmm. The northern location is kickstands up at 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. That's at the VFW in Newark.
Newark. Yeah.
Seaford Legion is 10:30. If you're just showing up to the event noon, show up at noon. You can show up a little early because we'll be there, and bring you kids and families and have a good time and raise money for a good cause.
There you go.
Wonderful. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for coming in and telling us.